I mean, if you have seen the films we have done here from the SIP community, and you started with the Rainer Pro, which was recorded first, then I think you will understand that when Matthias and I talk, we talk about something that is, I don't know, is it closer to Earth, or
is it a little bit more to real life? Yes, it's what we do is more the real life, the using the JDF and XJDF in a more practical way, or what in the real life, in the real industry, what happens on real customers.
For the people that don't know CTRL+S, just very overview, what do you do?
We provide a smart factory framework where it's possible to create your smart factory where you can integrate all your different machines from all the different vendors. And that is why it's also for us very important to be part of such a community like SIP4, because we don't want to integrate every vendor from scratch. We want a standard where we can use for doing all the integrations at one point.
But Rainer has said to me that basically by standardizing all the middleware people are obsolete. So that basically must also influence a little bit on how you see the future of the service that you provide, right?
Yeah, we don't see us as a typical middleware. We see us a little bit more as the spider in the net, which is important in a Print 4.0 environment. You need that one solution that gathers all the information and steers the production and just connects with all the different devices. So we will still be there, I hope.
I'm sure you will. I'm sure you will. But the reason I'm asking is just because, I mean, SIP4 has been around for a long time. And just before we came here, we were interviewing Gil, the new CEO of Landa, right? Yep. And he said, so what are you doing afterwards? I'm going to SIP4. And he was like, SIP4, right?
Who the hell are they?
Nah, that was not his question, but because he's a new, of course, I understand that. Yeah. But it's kind of funny because it is like with all standards, right? There was a funny joke, I will tell this because it's funny. There was let's say a right-wing political party in Denmark that was asked if they would appreciate to have the Arab numbers in the Danish language. And this is the right person, he said no. But the Arab is what we're using today, right? Yeah. No, I'm just saying that. So we have something is so given today that we sometimes forget that it is there. And SIP4 is like for programmers and for application developers, of course, totally out there. But for the rest of us, it's not just there, right?
Yeah, the JDF is there, it's everywhere. We use it on a daily basis on different levels. But I think also for new developers, it's quite difficult to get used to JDF. That's why we invented the XJDF and now went for the JSON conversion and the REST APIs to make also the barrier for new developers and also for new companies to have a low barrier to jump into that specification, because often it's just the big companies that use specification, but new companies in the market, they don't want to use that.
I mean, your company is relatively new, so I guess that it is also when you are a young person coming into the industry and be part of the SIP community, you influence it also in the direction that I think that, you know, people that do programming, it's not like a strange word to say JSON and REST API, right? But no. To say JDF to a non-print person would probably mean nothing, right?
Yeah, he will just have 3 question marks over his head because there's what should job definition format mean? It can mean everything and nothing. Yeah.
So when you develop software and solutions for your customers, I mean, how difficult is it to implement and use these SIP4 standards? I mean, you're doing it, so I'm just asking because the purpose of this film is also to make other people interested in participate, right, and use the standards. So how difficult, how easy is it?
It is not difficult. It's very easy to use, especially when you start with a small amount what you want to do. If you want to use the full specification and implement everything, then it's quite difficult and it's quite a lot of work. But when you just want to start with integrating one digital press, for example, or one post press machine, you just start with that integration, then it's really easy to get into it, and it's easier than talking to the vendor itself often. We did the first integration is work, but it pays off on the second integration already. So the second and third and 15th integration that we done is just really, really easy and smooth.
Fantastic. Thank you, Matthias.
Thank you, Mort.
Good talking to you.
Thank you.